Happy Wednesday. Here I am again. Same spot, same place, same time. Super reliable. Today we're going to go over a couple more interesting articles or sources about COVID 19 or the coronavirus just to keep us informed. I'd like to remind you again that news is constantly changing, meaning that some of these articles might not be the most up to date as of right now. But remember that it's still our job to stay informed and know as much as we can because this is going to be our future at some point, and we need to make sure we're ready to take it. I'm going to go ahead and share you my screen really fast. You should now be able to see my screen. It's Wednesday, lesson 3.3 on April 15th. We're going to go through really quickly. You should have answered these PDN questions already using the text from the day before. They did not require you to use text evidence, so you could have used your brain if you remembered what states had the most impacted and least impacted, and if you remember what social distancing was. I'm going to go ahead and write an answer in just to move on to the next page. I'm going to remind you that your answers are scored and graded, so if you do not give the correct response in a full and complete sentence, that is not going to get full credit, and you're going to have to do it again or get a 0. This is a great chance for us to boost our grades really fast. I'm not going to read this chart out loud to you guys. I will say that this chart was collected on Monday, April 6th. So you are watching this video almost a week after I have taken this chart from the internet. That means that a lot of these numbers are now higher than they are in this chart. So keep that in mind. Things are always changing, and this chart's a little bit further behind. By the time you watch this video, it's going to look a lot different than it does right now. But this is where we are right now. Based on the chart above, which countries have the greatest amount of COVID-19 cases? So you need to find which countries have the greatest amount of cases. So make sure you read this chart carefully. Based on the chart above, Italy has less cases than USA and Spain, but more death. Draw a conclusion. Why do you think this might be? It's not in the text. It's not in the chart, guys. It shows you that Italy has more death than Spain and the United States, but they have fewer cases. Why do you think that might be? Think of what you read yesterday. Think of what you know so far based on the articles that we read. Why do you think they have more death but less cases? Moving on, continue to watch the video as I read. We're going to move on to source F, which is a text that I'm going to read out loud to you, and you're going to stop and write the gist statement. Pause the video when you need to write gist statements because I'm going to keep going because I am not going to write mine. Chinese coronavirus experts warn northern Italy's lockdown measures are not enough. The death toll from an outbreak of coronavirus in Italy rose in the last 24 hours by 427 to 3,405, overtaking the total number of deaths so far registered in China, officials said on Thursday. The coronavirus measures in place in the hard-hit Lombardy region of northern Italy are not strict enough, according to Chinese medical experts, helping the country deal with the crisis. The situation in Italy right now is similar to what we experienced 2 months ago in Wuhan, China, the epicenter of COVID-19, the Chinese Red Cross Vice President Sun Sopopeng said Thursday in a press conference in Milan, Italy. Go ahead and write your gist. Who, what, where, when, why. Remember that your gist statement should be a summary of all 3 paragraphs and not a sentence from the text. Moving on. In the city of Wuhan, after 1 month since the adoption of the lockdown policy, we see a decreasing trend from the peak of the disease, said Sun Sopopeng said. Here in Italy, the hardest hit area by COVID-19, there isn't a very strict lockdown. Public transportation is still working and people are still moving around. You're still having dinners and parties in the hotels, and you're not wearing masks. We need every citizen to be involved in the fight of COVID-19 and follow this policy. He advised Italians to stop all economic activities and cut the mobility of people. Everyone should just stay at home, he added. Go ahead and write your gist. What are the Chinese medical experts saying about how the coronavirus measures put in place in Italy right now? What are the Chinese medical experts saying about the coronavirus measures put in place in Italy right now? Go back into the text, find the answer, write the answer in your words, and then give text evidence to support your answer. Only answers with text evidence will be supported. The Chinese Red Cross vice president, Sun Sopelpeng, gave advice to officials in Italy. What advice did he give? Use evidence from the text to support your answer. Only questions with evidence from the text will be supported. That's all I got for you today, guys. Make sure you carefully answer those questions because the more we build this knowledge, we're going to need it all on Friday when we go to combine all this together. I'm going to go ahead and stop sharing my screen with you. Make sure you get that done. Answer the questions full and complete. Hope you have a great rest of your day.